Welcome in our live trading room, 26th of March, 8 GMT. European market is open right now. So let's start. FX Advisor live trading room has educational purpose only. Risk warning now. Trading trading FX on the margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment. Please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Guys, one more time. Good morning, good afternoon. Quickly, we are going to have a discussion about the JPY crosses. But before we start, let's go through Swiss franc. Just 10 minutes ago, we sent out the information that we took long Euro Swiss, right? What's behind that move? Actually, yesterday I mentioned that as long as Euro Swiss is below 122, I do prefer trade, let's say Euro dollar and stuff like this. I was expecting some strength in Swiss franc, but guys, what happened this morning surprised me a lot. But anyway, there was a chance to take hopefully good trade. Let's go through the stuff, okay? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. First, let's start with daily. Actually, the first sign was a few days ago when we get back above the resistance here. One moment. So overall, first we made the higher low here, and the higher low has been confirmed. So what does it mean? It means that 121 is confirmed as a support low, right? Right now, I don't know, it's a daily chart. I don't know where we are going to finish today. That's why our stop is so tight. And we are going to see what's going on during the day. But this stuff here on the daily plus 1 hour chart, one moment. No, sorry. So plus 1 hour chart here, right? So 19th, 20th of March, resistance. Yesterday or 2 days ago, resistance, and yesterday we pushed up, we cleaned the stops here, we get back, but guys, we found the support around 122, and today on the hourly we closed above the resistance. We got the momentum, so that's why we took the trade 22.16 plus spread 22.19, depends what kind of spread you have, and we do have very tight stop, right? Now on daily we have 2263, 2265 daily resistance. We have something like, one moment, 15 pips plus spread, 15 pips plus spread stop, and we are targeting 45. So with intraday setup we have 3 to 1. But if it's something more than 1 day sell-off, we can try to make the measure after the breakout, right? So it's even slightly higher. So I'm expecting that at least we have a chance to go and hit 1 to 3 risk-reward ratio on an intraday basis, right? But what I'm gonna do, of course, if we are going to survive, if we are not going to be stopped out, then I'm going to close only half here, around 22, 60, 70, something in between. Okay? Now, sorry, let me make some cleaning the old lines. Okay, anyway. It's a monthly chart, guys. It's a monthly chart. We have like today, tomorrow, Friday, Monday. For some guys, only today and tomorrow, because if they trading spot and they want to have the position for the next month, so they have to buy today, tomorrow, because Euro Swiss franc on spot is T+2, right? So if the leverage guys are buying right now, they have to buy today, tomorrow, to get settlement at the last day of the month. Now, we are close to 20 monthly moving average, which is actually flat, right? Let's get back further. What we can expect? We have to move back to July 2011, or let's say something between May and September overall 2011. We have strong rejection around parity. For the next 2 years, some kind of consolidation, and now we are trying to go higher. Look where bulls found the support. At the bottom of the last big candles suggesting some kind of demand here. So, final words. I do expect, so I'm going to, as I mentioned, I'm going to close half at around 2260, 2270, and let's see what's going to happen at the end of the month. Of course, if we are going to be still on the market, you know, I'm not a fan of candlestick pattern, but in that case, I do like some kind of engulfing patterns. What I do mean by that, this month low was lower than previous month low. I would like to see 2260, 65. It's going to be the high of the previous month high. So it's where I'm going to partially close my position. But if we are going to close higher, then we have a chance to go towards 2450, 2480, 25 based on the monthly, right? And we are close to the end of the month and to beginning of the new one. That's why I'm focusing on the monthly as well. So overall, right now at this very moment, it looks very positive. We have momentum on 1 hour chart. Also looks very nice on the weekly, but monthly, weekly, we are still below 20 moving average. But again, on weekly, we have a resistance, again, 2260. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Overall, intraday, we have nice momentum. After the consolidation during the Tokyo session, right? Move above consolidation, pull back, going higher. So, looks good. Let's see what's going to happen. And we are long Euro Swiss franc right now. In that case, Euro Swiss back above 122. I'm going to switch to buy dollar Swiss on dip. I'm going to switch to buying dollar Swiss on dip, right? I mentioned yesterday why we are below 122. I prefer to sell euro dollar. But we get back above 122, and for now I do prefer buying dollar Swiss instead of selling euro dollar. Okay? And guys, do you remember we already had plenty of signals suggesting that dollar Swiss franc can go higher. Yesterday I mentioned that we moved back below the channel, but again today we try and go higher on daily. We are above 20 daily moving average. Yes, we do have some resistance. One moment. Oh, not this one. Sorry. We do have some resistance. Visible one, right? 88.90. I would say intraday buying with stop below 20 daily moving average or just below daily low. It also is looks like quite good opportunity. . So maybe, as we are already long euro Swiss franc, so maybe it's good to wait for, let's say, 10 pips lower, go long with tight stop 88.11. So let's say buying around 88.40, 88.35, stop 88.11, offer targeting 88.90. Right? So let me place the order one moment. As we are wrong euro Swiss franc, so we don't have to buy now. We have that comfort that we can wait, and hopefully our order is going to be filled. Okay? Okay. The order, I also sent out the order. I'm going to place the order. Just one moment, guys, please. So as you can see, I'm going to place the order. Just one moment. 88.35. And you are going to hear the confirmation. So order has been sent out to the market on my side as well. In regards to Swiss franc, also I mentioned last week, looks very good in regards to Canadian. Look, guys, we are trying to move above 20 daily moving average. We are trying to get above the resistance. Similar situation like in dollar Swiss franc, right? So there are going to be plenty of opportunities. Looks like Swiss franc, particularly Swiss franc, is weakening right now. It's not about euro, it's not about dollar, it's about weakening of the Swiss franc. Looks really, really good. On monthly, we have some kind of the hesitation around support, right? Usually some kind of doji means hesitation, high, low, and we close at the opening level of the month. It looks like some kind of Niagara Falls here, right? But we are at support. Maybe in a long term, it's worth to give a chance. Most probably the worst is already done. The worst move at the third attempt to the line. Okay? So just choose what suits you the best and go for it. Okay, now let's go to euro dollar. Still before we start with Japanese crosses. Let's start this time. Let's start with monthly. Still, the green means that we had this line based on the daily, okay? There is some room. Now, just because you can be confused a little bit. Okay, do you remember we took the short on a daily? At the very moment when we touched the line third time, this green line on a daily, we took the short. Okay, but now we are close to the end of the month. New month is coming. So we have similar. One moment. We do have similar line. I mean, the same line from daily. The line is going up, right? So next month we cannot rule it out. Test again the line, but the level is going to be much higher this time, right? You know what do I mean by that? Means that we can easily hit higher level, and we do have resistance around 40.55. Okay? Of course, depends where we are going to close the month. If we are going to close below 37.42, below the strong support, and you saw yesterday how strong the support is. I mentioned that I'm going to close half of my short at 37.45, right? The low was slightly higher, and before I set up everything to close, I closed half at 37.62, and the rest I took out at 38. For me personally, there was no chance to grab long, too high. But looks like 37.40 extremely strong support, okay? Now, weekly. Weekly doesn't look good, but only doesn't look good for someone who is watching candlestick patterns. The only candlestick patterns saying nothing for us. 37.40 is a strong support. So last week we get back to test the support, so higher prices from here cannot be ruled out. Okay, look guys, and next week candle is going to be here. There's space for next week candle. So easily we can go and hit 140. Right? And as I said many times before, 137.40 last line for bulls. And yesterday, week ago, on Friday most probably, we saw that they are fighting at that line. There was opportunity to take the short. There was opportunity to take the short 2 days ago. I did. But after yesterday action, right now I'm slightly neutral to bullish. Yesterday I was quite positive about the dollar, right? But we will get back to this within a second. But price action on euro dollar showing me that there is a potential for slightly higher prices. Now, yesterday move toward the support, toward the 37.40, was thanks to Draghi comment that they are ready to do anything. Let's say to print some money. But as long as they are only saying not doing anything, looks like it's going to be supportive for euro, right? Okay. So if I'm neutral or slightly bullish, how do I want to approach the market, right? Here we have daily. I'm afraid that before ECB next week, we are going to be flat, or we'll try to go slightly higher. I'm not expecting 140 this week. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not expecting 140 this week. So I'm neutral or slightly bullish based on the intraday chart. And I would rather buy dips, not buying the breakouts. I would rather buy dips toward 37.60 and simply taking profit around the trend line, because I do think that 137.40 after the yesterday action, I think 37.40 is going to hold till ECB rate decision next week. So we can see some kind of the range trading. I will try to get some short again, but around 39.20. Most probably not around the trend line. So one more time, just not to confuse you anymore. Again, we saw strong rejection yesterday from the 37.40 or around that level. It's very strong rejection, right? ECB right now is using words, nothing else. So, of course, we are making lower high, but I would say those strong rejections suggest that 37.40 is going to hold until ECB. So I would like to buy dips with tight stop toward the trend line, right? And I did say previously that as long as the last line 137.40 holds, still we have chances to go higher, as there is no damage on the higher time frames. I was bearish yesterday and a few days ago, especially when we hit on the daily this third approach. We had this third test of the line. We sold, then I sold something 2 days ago. But it's getting narrower and narrower. So I don't want to be seller 38.40. If any selling, I will try to do this around 39.20. But for the next week, as long as we are above 37.40, I would like to buy the closest possible price to 37.40. Okay? So hopefully it's clear. Now I'm watching other monitors, and again, before Japanese crosses, I have to switch to pound. Because we just very close to resistance. We hit the resistance level here. It's what I mentioned. I was looking for 55, 65. 55 has been hit, and unfortunately it's not possible sometimes to teach and trade. But if any of you was watching with tight stop above here, you should be short. I'm not short. I'm looking to go short. So maybe you will have a chance to go short together if the chance will show again. Strong rejection, so yeah. Let's try to sell as close as possible. Okay? So I was talking about euro dollar when we hit the resistance and selling level. So sorry that if you missed because of me, but based on yesterday analysis, we should be short right now. Okay? Now, Japanese crosses. Let me clean the whole mess we have here. The situation has changed slightly since yesterday, right? What do I mean by that? Okay. Looks like Swiss franc is weakening. It's showing some, I don't know what is behind of this move in the Swiss franc. But if it's an indication of the risk on the market, then most probably the next one is going to be Japanese yen. So let's take a look on a monthly chart. Let's start with monthly charts. On dollar yen, okay? We hit that monthly resistance this month and we hit the support. So we are within the range of 103.70 and 100.80. We have some visible support and we have some visible resistances, so we are within the range. Okay. Now, below 180, most probably we are going to test 98.10. But there is a chance that this, what happened here within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, we can try to call it some kind of the consolidation pattern. We broke to the upside, we made a pullback, right, to this 180. So maybe still, as I mentioned about this level month or 2 months ago, maybe we still have a chance for 107.80, 107.80. Okay? Based on the monthly chart. Let's see what's going on weekly. Here. Some kind of the flag, some consolidation pattern higher. We made here higher high, pull back, and we found the support at the visible level. So as long as 180 holds in a mid to long term, it's saying me that we should buy dips. Mid to long term. Okay? What about daily? As I mentioned yesterday, we have again some kind of the consolidation. And to be honest with you, nothing is clear here on daily. So maybe some false break to the downside toward 101.80, toward this level, to test it, right? 101.80, and then maybe higher prices. Let's see if we can draw something here. That looks good. We do have resistance around 102.80. Oh, tough call. Tough call. Okay, let's switch to hourly. Yeah, looks like the best way is to wait for 101.80. We have some visible support around 102.10, so maybe even 102.10, so something between 101.80, 102.10. Okay? Now, for very intraday trading, we have the visible resistance around 102.60. And we have this type of the range right here. So again, the same parameters. And we are in the middle of the range. So let's leave it dollar yen. Let's leave it. Let's see what's going on with Euro JPY. Looks like we are also very close to the stop on QE. For now we are okay as we survived by 2 pips. Okay, let's see what's going on Euro JPY. The monthly chart, we have this visible support, previous resistance, breakout, pullback. Most probably we have a chance to go higher toward 150. The weekly, $133.50 support as demand zone and visible support around 135.10, and also we're sitting right at support right now. Daily, we still have valid lower high swing, lower high, and this dip is valid around 136. So this visible correspond with this visible support and consolidation. So let's go to Canadian. There we go. Let's start with monthly. We are sitting right at support, above 20 monthly moving average. Okay. On a weekly, demand zone here, test, we are trying to go higher. On a daily, we're testing 20 daily moving average. Okay. So, do we have any short-term opportunities here? We have some visible resistance, so for sure it's a nearest target. And we do have some kind of visible support around 91.50 and just below 91.40. And we have some demand here around 91.15. So I would like to use pullback toward 91.50, 91.20. I would like to use it as a buying opportunity with tight stop below 91. Okay. And the last one, British pound yen. Yesterday I mentioned 69.15 as a quite good opportunity to go short. There was some short possibility from yesterday, but most probably out at entry or slightly with slight loss happened. So how it looks with British pound yen. Let's switch to monthly. We have some visible resistance around 184. We have some visible support which has been tested last month. And we have demand, good demand around 59.80, good demand zone around 59.80. So slightly below the support, but it's a monthly chart. Okay, weekly. We have some visible resistance around 180. And we are above 20 weekly moving average. I would like to see pullback to the lower level. And daily here. Holy maloney, though British pound cable are falling like a stone. Just 1.3 to the stop, the highest today. Okay, shame we didn't take the short here. Okay, euro is falling again. Let's see what's going to happen. So let's try to find any demand zone if we want to go long. This one here has been broken. So still daily 37.40. Let's see. Okay. So in regards to Japanese crosses, looks like Canadian yen looks very good. DAX still up. And towards 9,500. And I'm waiting to sell here. And now for a week or longer, I'm saying that there is only upside. Okay. So let's see what's going on the market. Let's okay. Let's see for a few more minutes, and at the same time let's try to summarize. There is no new high on euro dollar here, no new high, so it means that simply we can go even lower I would look for some support around 37.80, but there was no new high here compared to this move here, okay? Okay, anyway, looks like we have weakening within the Swiss franc crosses. We are long euro Swiss franc. We are looking to buy dollar Swiss franc. Also Canadian Swiss franc looks good, right? Then euro dollar, I think after yesterday action, that until the ECB and until the 37.40 holds, we should buy dips. So my expectations are neutral to slightly bullish. Eventually I will try to sell some intraday for intraday purpose around 39.20. With British pound, today during the live trading room we missed it, but I exactly explained yesterday, so you most probably some of you are short right now. So yeah, very good call. I would look for final target around 65, maybe 64.90. Here is some visible support around 65.20. So just try to navigate, just try to manage your position accordingly if you are short. Then we went through the Japanese crosses, and the truth is that there's really nothing to do with dollar yen, euro yen, or British pound yen for now. Canadian yen looks very good, and by the way, Aussie yen hit the target I mentioned last week. Okay. And as I mentioned yesterday, we are very close. We are very close to the end of the month, end of the quarter, so I'm going to focus on majors only. I'm going to focus on majors only. Then I will go through the monthly charts as we did with some Japanese crosses and to see what we can expect in April. We do have another live trading room tomorrow, so let's make some live calls. Let's focus on the intraday market, not to miss the opportunities like within British pound today. Okay. Let's have a look for a few more minutes, and this New Zealandian wants to kill us. Shame. But that's how the market works, unfortunately. Let me take a look on my other monitors. Aussie strong. Kiwi strong. Canadian strong. So all these commodity currencies are strong. Looks like risk on mode. So one of the reasons Swiss franc is weakening Okay. I'm going to watch euro dollar, where the bulls will try to find some support. Ideally would be buy at 37.40, see bounce and wait for ECB. The guys from ECB, they have to do something, otherwise looks like words don't work anymore. Action is needed, right? Action is needed there. Okay guys, so let's watch euro dollar, let's watch majors today. If any update, I will send the information via email, Twitter and our website. That's pretty much it. That's it for today. Happy trading. Have a pleasant afternoon and see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.